Ulysse Nardin Freak plus Urwerk equals Freak. For those of you following the latest watch releases, I'm sure you've seen this collaboration between Ulysse Nardin and Urwerk. It came out pretty recently. I think this is one of the very first ones to land in the US, and this was a limited release of 100 pieces, and they supposedly sold out instantly. I personally was very surprised to hear this collaboration between these two brands, but I will say the end result was pretty sick. And I also brought out two pieces to look at side by side so you guys can see where the inspiration was drawn from. So the Freak is known for having no crown, no dial, no hands. That was the concept behind it when it was originally released, and this is one of the more modern versions where you flip it up and then you're able to change the time. So jumping over to our Freak, they embedded that same design philosophy, except this time instead of just Freak, of course we read Freak, and then we can change the time. But where Urwerk incorporated itself was the time display, and this is called their satellite hour display system. It's a lot when you first look at it, but it's actually super easy to tell the time. Right now you can see it's reading 5:30, and as we get towards 6 o'clock, the 6 will just be in the correct position, and we'll read the time, and the hours will follow suit behind it. But there's 3 satellites. Each satellite holds 4 numbers on the disc, and it spins to have the correct hour in place. But on the Freak, they tell the time on the right side of the dial. Now we can read 1 o'clock, 1:15, and so on. So once you understand the design elements, you can really see the collaboration come in full effect. And then as we flip the watch over and look at the case back, it features the Nardin grinder system, is what they call this movement. You actually spin the whole case back to wind the movement. So the watch comes in at a retail price of $122,000, and like I mentioned before, they all sold out. Now the interesting part is Nardin's and Urwerk's by themselves typically don't trade over retail price, but because of this very unusual collaboration and a limited production of only 100 pieces, and none being on the market as of yet, at the current moment these are trading over retail. And where will that go in the future? If it follows the same suit of the brands independently, it could end up going under retail, but if it kind of becomes this unique collector's piece and something that's sought after, then maybe it could continue to stay above its retail price, and who knows how high it could go in the long run. I will say, if you are a fan of Urwerk and the Nardin Freak, then having this thing on your wrist is pretty epic. But all that being said, happy to have one of the first ones to land in the US. We are offering it for sale. I'm asking $135,000 for it, which is pretty much just retail plus tax. But I guess we'll test the market demand for something like this by how fast we're able to sell it. If you're interested, you can shoot me a DM.